Hey everyone, Matron here, bringing you another StarCraft 2 commentary, this time a game between Moonglade spawning as the purple Zerg, and his opponent playing on a different account. On the trader account is going to be Liquid Ret. So both these players playing in the Southeast Asia, the Korea servers, and Moonglade, a former Warcraft 3 player, now making the transition to StarCraft 2. A lot of his games are getting out on the net and are being cast, so really look forward to seeing what he can bring to StarCraft 2, as a lot of players are just migrating away from StarCraft 1 or Warcraft 3 towards this new game, or relatively new game, hoping to capture some of the top prize pools, the 80,000 GSL that's available. So I guess StarCraft 2 is here to stay, sort of putting its two brothers, StarCraft and Warcraft 3, a little bit out of business. As we see Moonglade and Ret here on Scrap Station, very good Zerg map, but not really sure about fast expanding in this ZvZ matchup. The matchup here is just so build order dependent. A drone here or there, or a pool too late or too early, can really put you behind in the economy. So we see both players relatively even at this point, and finally Moonglade going to break the monotony and throw down an extractor. So Ret just getting more and more drones, and his opponent looks like he's going for an extractor, and I imagine we'll have a pool started soon as well. This is pretty decent timing. You get this extractor down early, and that you can get it well saturated as the pool's about a quarter of the way complete, and then you have plenty of gas to start Zergling speed right away as that pool pops. So Ret looks like he is going actually for a fast expansion, so I'll be interested to see how he's going to be able to defend this against those early speedlings once Moonglade gets them out on the field. So it looks like he's getting the gas up and saturated at this point, and both players have scouted each other's bases with those overlords, and they can keep those overlords there until the queen pops out. So you see Ret sees the timing of this spawning pool, and he sees the gas as well, so he knows he's going to be a little bit in trouble if he can't protect this early hatchery. So he gets down his own spawning pool. If we check the income tab, it is 15 to 15 harvesters, but remember Ret is not getting any gas at this point, so his minerals are a little bit higher than Moonglade. Moonglade has that 100 gas, so he started Zergling speed, the metabolic boost there. He also has a queen and 6 Zerglings on the way, and those Zerglings are rallied right outside of Liquid Ret's base. So Ret getting his own gas up and running, and he's hoping to perhaps try to counter that speed. And it looks like he's going to do a bit of a transfer, perhaps, with a few of these drones over to this hatchery, and he's working on his own queen now, and now getting up a roach warren. So pretty interesting here, going for roaches, and this may be able to defend against these early lings. The lings don't have speed yet, so it's going to take a while to get across Scrap Station here, but more and more lings are on the way, and it looks like we have a baneling nest about 2/3 of the way complete for Moonglade, so hoping to do some baneling action. And banelings are so very powerful in the early game of ZvZ. If you're able to get a baneling or 2 into your opponent's mineral line, you can do a ton of damage to his drone count, and once you're behind in drones, very difficult to win in this matchup. Looks like we're going to have Moonglade. I hear the sound of some banelings on the way, so it looks like 5 banelings coming in, and it's going to have more and more lings coming to try to support these banelings. Looks like we have 6 roaches on the way though. So Ret does have up this second base. He has not yet saturated it, but I like that move. You don't want to make those drones susceptible to those lings or those banelings. Now we have 5 banelings moving in here with the lings. The roaches, a few of them have popped, and Ret's going to want to try to pick off those banelings best he can with those range 4 roaches. And it looks like he's able to take down 1 baneling. Moonglade going to do his best to try to get those banelings into the main, but it looks like instead he's just going to be able to get these Zerglings in, trying to get a surround on this queen. The queen down to 4 or 5 HP. And now it looks like Ret has been able to clean this up, so very nice timing on that roach warren. And we have a few more Zerglings taking down 1 drone down here by the natural. But these speedlings going to do their best to try to kite away from these roaches. And looks like Moonglade now going to be pulling back with a failed attack there, and just great timing by Ret. He established that second base, he got up that roach warren just in time to defend against those banelings. 15-20 seconds earlier, and Moonglade would have probably made it to his mineral line with those banelings. So Ret now pushing out here, going to try to counter. If we check the army tab, it is 875 to 150. So Moonglade feeling the pressure. He's also gotten down his own expansion, but it is not yet complete. If we check the income tab, it is 19 to 17. So Moonglade spending a lot of larva and minerals in the early going on those drones, so a little bit behind in the economy, also behind in the army now that that baneling bust failed. And now it looks like this Spine Crawler will go down. Ret coming in here with all these roaches, and they're going to be so very powerful against these Zerglings, especially if they're able to clump up in the center. So a lot of these roaches are not going to be able to get a full surround by these Zerglings. So Moonglade doing his best, bringing his queen in here as well as a number of drones, hoping to take down all these roaches, but with that one armor, the roaches are just so good against those Zerglings and drones. Now Moonglade doing his best to micro around here. If we check the APM of both players, spiking up to 300 at times during this encounter, and now Moonglade trying to get a surround by those drones on these roaches. But Ret has a lot of high health roaches. Now we see a bunch of Zerglings come in here as well. Going to try to get us around with the drones and the Zerglings at the same time. And Ret doing his best to pick off as many drones as he can. If we check the unit counting station, down to 5 drones, and doing a nice job here. Keep focusing down these drones instead of worrying about these Zerglings. And it looks like we get the GG from Moonglade there. So very high level play from these two players. Moonglade going for that Baneling nest and going for the Baneling attack against those drones, but he was never able to make it into the main of Ret. Ret was so calm and collected at the start, getting down that expansion. Didn't really come into play too much in this game, but he got up those roaches just in time, and he was eventually able to put together a stellar defense against those Banelings and those early Speedlings. So pretty nice game from these two players. Look forward to casting more games from Moonglade in the future. I've had a few requests for his games. I guess I have some fans in the Australia or Southeast Asia region, so hopefully I'll get some more games from him. And encourage you to check out my channel, Matron StarCraft, YouTube. It's going to be a few days in between some of my videos now, and some of my videos aren't actually put on the SC2 casts and other websites, which kind of congregate and aggregate these videos. So the best way to catch all the action that I cast is by subscribing to my channel. So thanks for watching this one. Take care.